You have environment, water, nini. It is obvious there. What is the problem with that river? Very good, very good, very good girl. Super. There's going to be siltation. You cannot start doing a dam on a river which is bringing in silt. Okay. How will you start the process? You start the process by managing the catchment. You don't do the dam and start managing the catchment. You manage the catchment first and then say now the catchment is good enough for us to do what? A dam. Hello? I think I began by telling you God says he built everything on the water. And you can see why. Even the dam you're building is going to build it on the water. And you cannot have a dam if the water is dirty. Hello? So, and of course, the whole of that mess eventually reaches Takwel River and eventually enters the lake through Takwel Dam, the last photo there, through Takwel Delta, the last photo there. And you can see that just even for this one river alone, Sabit River is a tributary of Merunyi River. For that one alone, there is actually a problem. How many rivers have the same problems? Is Sagana River any different? Where is Sagana going? It goes to Tana. Is Nairobi River any different? Where does Nairobi River go? It goes to Athi River. Hello? Okay. You don't want to talk to me. Next. Now, because I saw the silt, we actually went there to find out where is the silt coming from. And interestingly, you can see the mountains at the back are bare. The mountains at the back are bare. This is Cherengani Hills. And when you go to the mountains, they are actually really bare. They may look like they have grass, but from my knowledge of biodiversity, a grass hardly covers 50% of a surface. It doesn't matter how dense it is. So if it rains, it will just find 50% of the bare ground and take the silt away. And that is the silt that is thrown into Merunyi River, and then it continues to go downwards. So the level of degradation and deforestation is just perplexing. Next. I know Eric is just hovering around me. The truth is, this is the only forest that is left in Cherengani Hills. And you can see it is nicely cut, almost like a rungu. Okay, it's nicely cut. And we claim we are conserving a forest. When the entire of that land, you know the entire of that land in green, you know that land that looks green, forget that the deep green is the forest. The rest of the land that looks like green was actually a forest in the years that have gone by. Kapenguria was a forest in the years that have gone by. This is Kipkunur, it's a forest. Even now it's a forest, but you can see the amount of forest that is there in Elgeyo Marakwet. And you can see your Kerio River is down there. How do you expect Kerio River to have water when the forest has just been removed on the hills? And no wonder we had this flash flood that killed a lot of people in that particular place. Next. The town was called what? Okay, you can read this. The slides will come to you. Next. Yeah, so Takwel Dam. Takwel Dam rose, and rose up to, you remember, when you build, you mold the end. When you build your security wall, you mold the end. So the molded end is that one. So the water rose up the molded end, and it just left a few centimeters to spill over. Actually, 2 point what? It left 2.2 centimeters to spill over. And it was a worrying thing. But apart from that, the impact, next, the impact that this one brought about, okay, you can see the difference now. This is from satellite image, by the way, 3D from Google Earth. You can see where the water is in a previous year, and you can see that it can take time to fill up to there. And for those of us who are now monitoring this data, the data from this river, we know that as soon as it rains, the river rises very fast. The lake rises very fast. But as soon as there is no rain, it decreases very slowly. So at the moment, it has been decreasing very slowly. About a month ago, it rained. It rose very fast, and we were getting worried again. So why is the river rising very fast when it rains? Because as it rains, it finds a bare surface on the upper part, and all that water just moves into the river and gets into the dam, bringing with it what? Silt. So two things are happening. The basin is being shallowed, and a lot of water is coming in wherever it rains, and that's a problem. Next. And you can see how they are structured, and you can see that the rain actually has been increasing. In general, if you are a mathematician, statistically, you can see that that graph is rising like that. And you can see how the rainfall has been behaving, and you can see how the reservoir level has also been behaving in response to the rainfall. Next. Yeah, and the thing is, okay, there are seeds there are a lot of flooding of the environment, which then accounted for the wide area that was flooded. Next. And from these findings, in the Turkana side alone, you can see that there were many businesses that were affected. There were many issues related to crocodile attacks. There are a lot of livestock that are threatened. They don't have more grazing land in that area. There are a lot of issues, and again, you can read about these issues later. Next. And just about to finish, please, and that is thank you.
Another applause. Thank you, Professor, for gracing the occasion.
I believe I will have more time tomorrow to give you more about the other lakes. Thank you.
Yeah, because of time, the professor has committed that he'll be around. We'll be having discussions even tomorrow. Now we want to hear and we see how GIS is trying to solve. So I'll take this opportunity to invite, I know people have not eaten, but we have some small, there'll be some small eating. Ile tunaita hata kama itakuwa sapa. We just want to listen to 2 presentations. Then the plenary will agree whether we are dividing ourselves today or tomorrow. We see that we have so many presentations. We might have 3 conference rooms once we confirm the participants. So if you are a participant, if you are going to present, it's good for us to know that you are there and you are ready, so that tomorrow we see where to slot you in the 3 conference rooms so that everybody leaves when he has presented. Then we'll have discussion. So I want to invite one of our partners. Today was mainly partner business, those we partner with. So I'll invite Mr. Clifford Ogembo, who is currently the Chief Executive Officer at ISV, Eastern Africa, with over 10 years of experience providing and developing solutions for different industry sectors based in the